As you're aware, as part of our social contract with the people of Ghana, for which they gave us this massive mandate, we came with a 120-day plan that contains a list of some things we intend to achieve within the first 120 days. Of course, several of these things are sectoral, and so it was not possible to conduct this meeting before the ministers of the various sectors had been vetted and sworn in. And so now that you've been sworn in, of course, some background work has been taking place quietly. And now that you've been sworn in, this meeting is meant to focus sectorally on the things that fall within your sectors. And that's why you've been chosen, because many of those issues are within the sectors that you are ministers of, so that we can hone in and make sure that we achieve them on targets. Some are 90 days, some some were 14 days. Assemble a full cabinet within 14 days, we achieved that. And then some are within 90 days. Others necessarily must go with some things. For instance, the removal of some taxes and rationalization of taxes can only be in the budget, because you need to do revenue measures and put those tax instruments before Parliament. So all of you are supposed to focus on your sectors and work so that we achieve all the targets that we set ourselves in the 120-day plan. The Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs is the chair and leading that effort. So you have to work closely with her so that we can make sure that we are faithful to the mandate that the people of Ghana gave us. And so that's the purpose for this meeting. I congratulate you again. And we'll now discuss the nitty-gritty and look at where we have reached. Some of the things like the National Economic Dialogue, the Planning Committee is working on. The Constitutional Review, we've set up the committee, and so that work is happening. The Minister of Education, who was amongst the earliest to be sworn in, has already moved quite fast with the issue of the National Educational Review. And so for those of you who were sworn in later, look into your sector ministries and the promises that we made, and then work as quickly as possible with the Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs to be able to achieve those targets we've set ourselves.
We are totally empowered by the honor you have bestowed upon us and the confidence you have reposed in us. We know how seriously you take your promises to the people of Ghana. Each promise is birthed with deep thinking, painstaking calculation, and consideration of various permutations to ensure they are viable, doable, and sustainable. We know your word is your bond and will betide anyone who stands in the way of the performance of your promises to the people of Ghana. So therefore, we pledge to use our utmost endeavors to ensure that we perform on the mandates that you have given us. We will not fail you, we will not fail the people of Ghana, and God be our help.